Hello and welcome. It's day 2 at the Cheltenham Festival here with me, Diarmuid, Nolan's, myself, Dean Ryan. It's the panel and it's the head-to-head for day 2, of course, brought to you with Virgin Bet. Bet 10, get 20 in free bets for the Cheltenham Festival. New customers only, of course. And there's a money-back race up to £10 as a free bet if your horse loses. Today's race is the 240, the Coral Cup. We will be talking about that shortly on here. A tough day's punting yesterday, Demo.
Oh, God, yeah. It was... Couldn't find a winner, I'd say, if I was there. It was till midnight and there was races going and going and going. So look, Dean, move on. I don't tend to have a good Tuesday anyway. So
fair enough. Normally my better day, tough, very tough. And there was some fantastic racing. We did enjoy it. Of course, the spectacle was there to be enjoyed and plenty of people were celebrating, but they were the fewer among us, I think, the more than anything else. Okay, let's crack on to day 2. Starts at 120, the Terness Novices hurdle. Virgin Bet goes 6-4, final demand, 9-4 the new line. It's 4-1 bar. Although the bar does include the yellow clay at 4's 12-1 Potter's Charm. There's 20-1 bar. Those, what do we like in the opener?
I'm chancing 6 Mile Bridge here at
big price.
20-1. I think there's too much of a price differential between him and Potter's Charm. Last time 6 Mile Bridge fairly thumped him. Now, saying that, obviously Potter's Charm was meant to be off colour, but still it's good 8 lengths. Good 8 lengths. Yeah. So at 20-1 or so, out the front of the market, I'm kind of edging towards maybe back in the new line, but this snow that fell here this morning, which was completely weird, will have suited final demand a little bit of slush, and Paul Townend could try and turn this into a stamina-laden contest, which would suit him very, very well. So really interesting race, but I'm kind of having a bit of a bet on a blow-up here, Dick.
Fair enough. I think it could happen too. I put it up in the column on Gambling.com that I was going to chart Potter's Charm, and I get the reasoning, of course, off the back of exactly the same bit of form last time out with 6 Mile Bridge. I just think that the Twist and Davis horse, just tend to run their horses when they want. They're not too fussed about exact preps.
Or having a plan.
Plan changes. Plans are fluid.
Yeah, not having a plan is a plan.
Look, this race was the plan. They just threw in an extra run and it didn't go to plan. Sam Twist and Davis and Nidus Twist and Davis, but I think this could be the most competitive race of the week. I'm very happy to take on the top of the market at the prices that they are. Final demand, the new line and the yellow clay. And I've gone with Potters, you've gone with 6 Mile Bridge. So we are hoping for a bit of a shock. Maybe it's the right way to go. Of course, that snow that fell, I haven't seen any snow in Cheltenham since 1989. I am that old. Desert Orchid won the Gold Cup and woke up to a nice blanket of it. This morning there was some. It's gone now. We'll see how the day plays out. Okay, Ballyburn is your 6-4 on favourite for the Brown Advisory. It was a bit of even money around this week. I'm not surprised it's gone on turn. Will it win?
No. I'm happy enough to take him on. Rain this morning, I would prefer not to see this kind of rain / sludge / snow. I do like Gorgeous Tom, again banking on a bit of a turn up here, but the way the weather's gone, I am softening on that. I can see why people are quite confident on Ballyburn, mostly just because Paul Townend doesn't tend to get his choices wrong, really, yeah. And the fact that he's picked him.
Do you think it was a tough choice between that and Dancing City?
I don't think so. I think you always go for class. Okay. So I think it is horse. But look, there is trends against him. He hasn't gone this distance, but an awful lot of horses, they don't tend to win this race. Having not done it last time as well, I wasn't in love with the performance. I thought it was such a slow pace that Ballyburn was able to use his speed to kick away from Croke Park. I can see why Better Days Ahead is being punted a bit. He's a better horse than Croke Park. Speaks volumes that Gordon Elliott, who would go here with 3, happily enough, he's keeping Croke Park back for Aintree, which I think would suggest that they do believe the Better Days Ahead. He's a good bit there. But the line in Gorgeous Tom is that Gorgeous Tom, I think, should have beaten Croke Park. Really should have. That Jim Moore chase was very unlucky, and he's 11-1 or so. But when I was putting him up for these races, he was 25-1. It's a big difference between 25s and 11s.
Sure.
But look, I'm happy to be on him, but confidence isn't all that high here.
Okay, fine. 4-6, Ballyburn, Dancing City 6-1, 9-1, Better Days Ahead. I mean, it's a big value if you want to take on the favourite here. Gorgeous Tom, as you say, was bigger prices available before. That's currently in there at 10s. That's the Brown Advisory. I do think Ballyburn will win. Don't think it's the best race in the world, and hopefully his class will come through. But it's not really a tip. Everyone likes a bit of Ballyburn, and it's a very short price. Okay, we move on to the Coral Cup. This is the money back offer race at Virgin Bet today. It's the 240. They go Be Aware 4-1. They go Impostoir now into 6-1. Comfort Zone 15-2, of course, another JP McManus runner. Bunting, who was all the rage during the week when Paul Townend decided he would take a ride in a handicap, is 8-1. beat the bat 17-2. 11-1 bar with the Coral Cup. Always tricky.
Yeah, I like 2 here. Really like Comfort Zone, first of all, being my long-term pick for this race. 16-1 put him up at. Very happy with that. I think he's a really classy racehorse. Brilliant flat win back in November. He then ran a blinder at Leopardstown. Really, really strong performance. Had no run then until Cheltenham. This has been the plan. And Joseph O'Brien, when he has a plan, it does tend to land. He's brilliant with it. The other one I like is just horses that continuously run well at Cheltenham. And Sander Lane, he's a big price at 16-1. He's ran twice here at Cheltenham. He should have won the Albert Bartlett. And in last season, behind Factive File and Monty Starr, he actually runs a blinder in that RSA/Brown Advisory. Sorry. Yeah. Absolute blinder altogether. And over 2.5 miles here, if more rain comes or anything like that, and this turns into a real stamina contest, horses like him can win a Coral Cup, because this race can develop into, if he's able to stick with the early pace, this race can really, really transcend into a stamina race. He will have that. And Justine really like horses who go back to Cheltenham year after year and keep running big races, and he's definitely one of them.
Fair enough. 20-1 with Virgin Bet. Comfort Zone is there at 15-2. A couple of picks there for Diarmuid and the Coral Cup. I think it's one of my best bets of the week. I've been talking about it a lot when we have spoken on the shows. Impostoir. I think Virgin Bet ducking it a little bit, 6-1. I don't blame them. I think it's a massive chance. Cheap pieces have gone on. Nicky Henderson called the horse lazy.
That was a lazy win last year.
Yeah. Oh yeah, but I just think once the gun is put properly to the head, it's still able to win. When I think there's a bit more under the hood, that has to be to win a Coral Cup.
He's the kind of horse that will suit Nico de Biman very well as well. Nico likes these horses that he has to make their mind up for them.
Well, he's going to have to do that. I think it's a knocking bet. The price is evaporating though, and I don't mind that. We'll see how we go. Okay, that's the Coral Cup. Okay, on to the cross-country chase. I'll go first here because everyone will be wondering. I am backing Mr. Coffee. I do think he's got a great chance. Great to hear Nicky Henderson say that he's absolutely flying. The horse is 10-year-old. He rarely ever wins anything, but he always runs at the very top table. I think he's a huge start to take on the Irish. Stumptown's your 3-1 favourite. Galvin is 7-2. 6-1 Busselton. Then it's the Coffee. Then nothing else matters, does it, Dan?
I have no opinion, so I will follow you in here.
Absolutely.
No, I won't follow you in. No, I won't, but I have no opinion at all on this race.
Fine. Well, okay, you can take mine. Mr. Coffee, 10 years old, carrying 10 stone 10. All the 10s. Hopefully doesn't come 10th. Right, we move on to the Queen Mother Champion Chase, the feature of the day. People say John Bon is not a Cheltenham horse. Doesn't make any sense to me. Just bumped into a couple of absolute weapons at the track in the past. There's also one there. Has also been beaten there. What you have got is a 9-year-old, the very peak of its powers. Nico de Biman will be very honest and upfront, going hell for leather, I would imagine, at the front end. Solness might give him a lead for a little while, but I don't think he'll still be leading at the end. 11-10 on with Virgin Bet. Will he win the champion chase? Is this the day?
No. I think you can look at this positively and negatively on John Bon at Cheltenham. Either you say what you said, that he lost to 2 brilliant horses, or you can say he only finished 2 lengths ahead of Kilcrut and only a few lengths ahead of Saint Wa after falling in a heap. This year in the slower chase, he's cantering all over them, and in 2 out has to be bustled up to go. I know he was unfit, but still only beating Boot Hill a length and a half. To me, he's an unbelievably good racehorse. He is a fantastic, bordering on now, because he keeps winning, he's bordering on great standard, but by the fact that he keeps winning grade 1s. But Silverio Conti was a great horse. Beaver Salmon was a great horse. They just didn't like Cheltenham. He could just win, but I'm happy to take him on with Solness, who I think Solness hasn't stopped. I think Solness has the weirdest profile of a championship winner that he'll ever be. I've never backed him before. He lost in the Galway Plate and was basically pulled up in the Grand Annual last year. And in this season, as soon as they put the gun straight to his head, he has just gone. And he has improved so much. Last time he had 36 miles an hour and managed to keep it going because Marine Nationale got to him, and he was still able to kind of hold on to more. Horses can't do that. And if horses try and go with him early, I think a lot of them could get in big trouble. And when a horse goes that speed on the old course, all it takes is John Bon making one mistake, and all of a sudden they're all in big trouble. Yeah, he's a very good horse, but I also think him and Found the 50 as a reverse forecast here could be a thing. There's form from earlier this year, Dean, that everyone kind of laughed at Naas. found the 50, beat Solness. In third was Senicia. Everyone kind of laughed at that form. They're not laughing now. Senicia won the Webster Cup. Solness went on to win two grade ones. So them two there. But I do like Solness an awful lot.
Solness 17-2, Found 50 is 11-1. And as I told you at the start, John Bond 11-10 on. The fascinating thing will be, what does Nico do? How far does he let Solness go ahead? Or will he have any concern at all? We'll find out. Fascinating race at 4 o'clock. Of course, that is the champion chase. 4:40, the Grand Annual. Unexpected Party. Last year's winner is 11-2 with Virgin Bet. Jazzy Matty 13-2. My Mate Mozzie 15-2. JPR 1 8-1. 9-1 Primos. 12-1 Bat. What do we like them?
I was very excited yesterday because I put up the King of PRS on the other podcast at 16-1. He was 8-1, and he's now drifted back out to 16-1. He still has a big chance. Gavin Cromwell's horses in the markets have been really, really strange.
Yeah.
That horse only by night went from 9-1 and ended up going off at 25-1 and nearly won the Archive. Really, really strange market moves on his horses all week. Total Luck as well was complete drifter. Robbie's Rock went off at 50-1 and finished second. So I don't know what's going on. The market's taking on a lot of his horses. But this guy was traditionally, I wouldn't be backing a horse like this. You'd want a better handicapped horse, but the fact that Novices, there's not a lot of them running in handicaps this week, bar their own one, means that horses don't have to be as well thrown in. He was brilliant last time in a very good Dan Moore. He was absolutely excellent there. Connor Stonewalsh is brilliant, and he can go much closer. Last year he ran a poor race here, but they overran him. They could have held him back since that last run. And Gavin Cromwell, every time he's talked about this horse, has basically said he's probably not the best handicap, but he still thinks that he'll go close. So he'd be my one here, 16-1, but some open race, isn't it?
Yeah, the King of PRS is 16-1, correct. I've gone for the classy angle. I think JPR1 is a little bit better than a handicapper, and they made that decision to run off 12 stone in here. If he can hang on to whatever paces, they actually hope they go pretty quick. He might just get a little bit more luck at Cheltenham than he's got in the past. He's 8-1 with our sponsors, Virgin Bet, and that would be my shout. I was big on Unexpected Party this year, but I just think it might be a little tough to go back to back. All right, into the bumper. Any view at all, Dem, on this? We've got Copacabana 100-30 favourite, 4-1 Game of Inches. Bambino Fever is 9-2, 11-2 Calypso Chance, 12-1 the rest.
This is the kind of race that I would only have a bet on if my earlier bets went quite well. And I think Calypso Chance, just how well Gordon's talked about him all year. Patrick Mullins rode him last time, and he got off apparently and said, God, I wish I had a few of these at home. He's a really good racehorse. The Mullins horses are all being punted. But they don't all treat them. It's like what they said about the Derby, wasn't it? What Aidan O'Brien say once, if you don't have...
if you have 3 Derby horses, you don't have any.
Same thing here. All 3 of these bumper horses are all being backed. It would suggest to me the Mullins Yard don't actually properly know. So happy to take them all on, and I would be happy with the Gordon runner, but again, no real confidence. Bumpers isn't something I tend to get messed with.
Yeah, I like Calypso Chance too. We rarely agree, Damo. It might be a
sign for the gods. Yeah.
I don't know if that's a good thing. Calypso Chance in the lucky last. Remember, the lucky last on Gambling.com, you can win $1,000, of course. Just pick whether the horse will be trained by an Irish trainer. Sounds likely, doesn't it?
It most certainly does.
Or a GB trainer. Normally see votes for GB. I'd say head over to Gambling.com and check it out. There will be a link in the bio, of course. Do get involved with Virgin Bet, of course, with their offer there, and their money back race as well for all their customers this week at the Cheltenham Festival. Today, that's the Coral Cup. We've given you our steer. That's been Diarmuid Nolan. I'm Dean Ryan. We've agreed on a horse in the last. Hopefully, we've got it right.
Please God.